All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. The main story of the day is he hid in a truck. I swear to God, when I first heard this, I was like, it was too good to be true. Like, why were you hiding this news tidbit from us for an entire month? Because this happened in July, actually, when he was in Turkey. It's truly fascinating. So he thought that, first of all, let's put this up in Front Street, right? If you are hiding, in a catering truck with the peanuts and the pretzels and the donuts and all the mustard and the relish, all that stuff, you are losing. There's no way to spin that. There's no way to put that in a positive light. It's not like, oh, he was being patriotic. Nah, that was brave. Nope, wasn't brave. No, but the bigger story is, that you lost this war. So Donald Trump has, in fact, lost the Iran war in a most humiliating way. I think the only way he salvages this excursion, calls it an excursion, like he was going to IKEA for Sunday or something. The only way he salvages this, if he is able to pull out a deal, and here's the worst part for him. He has to pull out a deal that's close to what Obama was able to achieve.
A wise man once said in January of 2020, Iran never won a war, but never lost a negotiation. That wise man.
Who said that?
Donald Trump.
Oh, that's what I thought you were going to say.
Without losing any soldiers, without losing the Strait of Hormuz. And by the way, that Strait of Hormuz, it's gone. It's gone. I don't know how to put it any other way. There's no way Iran lets go of the Strait of Hormuz. That's like looking in your closet and you find, the cloak of invulnerability and infinite riches. Like, why would you ever give that up, right? Like, they don't even need nukes at this point. They don't even need nukes because the Strait of Hormuz is their ultimate nuke. It brought the United States to its knees. And I'm not applauding this, but at the same time, like, dude, you went to war without consulting us. You, braggadocio, you said that this was going to be over in a matter of weeks. It's now months. It's 6 months, and you have no clue what you're doing. All right, before I get carried away, because we are going to talk about that a little bit more in depth. But wait, where is this thing here? Here we go. Geez, what is that? Yeah, so hang on a second. Yeah, he hid in a truck. So we're gonna talk about the humiliation of him hiding in a truck and of him losing a war to a weaker, a starved country with no leadership. They were all obliterated. Their military was obliterated, and he still lost. We're going to talk about the Islamophobia running rampant through the Republican caucus. And actually, it's not even just the Republican caucus. I have become aware of some jackass named La Rosa. Let me know in the comments if you've heard of this guy or seen this guy La Rosa yet. Apparently, he used to work for Joe Biden. I'm sorry to say, I hope Joe fired him when he realized what an Islamophobe he is. But anyway, he's a so-called Democrat in the same way that John Fetterman is a Democrat. So we'll get into that. And what is the hysteria about socialism? Why are we talking about socialism and communism as though we are in the 1950s? We're going to get into that too, because, Donald Trump is making some moves as if he himself is a socialist / communist. We're going to get into that. We're going to discuss what the hell socialism and communism is. So stay put, don't go anywhere. And if it's your first time here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. Also, hit the like button. You wouldn't believe how much this affects the algorithm of the YouTube and those of you who are viewing this on the Facebook and on the Twitter, because those are the other two places that I stream this. But if you're hitting like on Twitter, it's not helping me. Jump onto YouTube real quick. You can come back to Twitter, but just jump onto YouTube real quick. Hit that like button, please. And thank you. And let's continue. So how he lost is I have a 5-point breakdown of his strategic collapse. Can we all agree that the most titanically bad mistake that Donald Trump made in his life, I think Donald Trump has made 5 major mistakes. And one of those mistakes is hiring Pete Hegseth as his Secretary of Defense. Now, take into consideration when I talk about his all-time 5 greatest mistakes, one of them was, going bankrupt, like his casinos. Casinos, plural, going bankrupt. Like how, if you are, if you're the house, how is the house losing money? That makes no sense, but he went bankrupt. So that's, take that into consideration. Take into consideration that this guy has made so many mistakes, including, COVID, making the suggestion that people could use disinfectant to eradicate.
Right, and then I see the disinfectant where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that?
COVID, that was a bad mistake. The whole thing that got him impeached the first time, the so-called perfect call, trying to dig up dirt on Joe Biden through Ukraine and withholding weapons that were already approved for Ukraine. So that's another one of his top 5 mistakes. And the other one, obviously, is January 6th. And then Pete Hegseth is right there around number 5. Pete Hegseth is a clown, right? If you were going into battle, right, and maybe warfare isn't your forte, don't you think you should hire somebody who knows more than Pete Hegseth, Pete Kegsbreath? Shouldn't you? Aren't you looking for the best and the brightest? Huh? How are you, starting a war, right? If you're starting a war against Thanos, right? But all you have with you is Hawkeye and Ant-Man and Banana Pudding Guy. What are you doing? What are you doing? Where's Thor? Where's Hulk? You need the big guns. He went and hired himself Ant-Man and not even Ant-Man, because Ant-Man is kind of cool as a superhero. I hate to digress in the Marvel Comics stuff, but I'm making an analogy. Pete Hegseth is corny as hell. Can't even looking for a weak ass superhero. Yeah. Tell me in the comments if you can think of a superhero you would compare Pete Hegseth to. He's got to be pathetic. And I was about to say Robin, but actually Robin in the DC comics, Robin is a badass. Robin will cut your throat. Robin is no joke. Back when Robin was with Adam West and the da-na-na-na-na-na-na Batman, Robin was a joke. But Robin in the comic books, watch out. All right. So he picked Pete Hegseth